I trusted my wife with my life, and I trusted my best friend like a brother. But one night, I come home early from work, and I found both of them in my bedroom. That moment destroyed everything. My name is Daniel. I'm 34 years old, and until 6 months ago, I thought I had a perfect life. I had a stable job, a beautiful wife named Claire, and a best friend, Marcus, who had been with me since high school. We were inseparable. Marcus was the kind of guy everyone liked. Funny, confident, loyal. Or at least that's what I believed. Whenever Claire and I argued, Marcus was always there to help. That was the first mistake. Claire and I had been married for 4 years. At first, everything was perfect. Movie nights, late-night drives, random kisses in the kitchen. But things changed after I got promoted. I started working longer hours. Sometimes I'd come home exhausted. Sometimes I wouldn't come home until midnight. Claire started complaining.
You care more about work than me.
I'm doing this for us.
You're never here anymore.
At first, I thought it was normal marriage stress. But then, Claire started acting different. She became protective of her phone. She smiled at messages late night. And every time I walked into the room, she'd quickly lock her screen. I noticed it. But I ignored it. Because when you love someone, you don't want to believe they're capable of hurting you. One Friday night, Marcus came over for drinks. Everything seemed normal. Claire was laughing harder than usual at his jokes, and Marcus kept staring at her when he thought I wasn't looking. I felt something strange in my stomach, but I pushed the feeling away because that was my wife, and that was my best friend. How could they betray me? 2 weeks later, I told Claire I'd be working a night shift. But halfway through my shift, my manager called and canceled overtime. So I decided to surprise Claire with her favorite takeout. I remember feeling happy while driving home. I thought maybe we needed a good night together. Maybe things could still be fixed. But when I arrived, I noticed Marcus' car parked outside my house at 11:47 p.m. My heart immediately dropped. I told myself maybe I was overthinking. Maybe he just stopped by. But then, I walked toward the front door and heard laughing upstairs, Claire's laugh and Marcus' voice. My hands started shaking slowly. I walked upstairs, and then I heard it, a sound I will never forget. My wife moaning. I froze for a few seconds. I couldn't breathe. Then I opened the bedroom door, and there they were, my wife and my best friend, in my bed. Marcus jumped up instantly. Claire screamed and grabbed the blanket. Nobody spoke. The room felt dead silent. Then Marcus finally said, "Daniel, listen, it's not what you think. Get out."
Please let me explain.
Claire started crying. Marcus looked down at the floor, and that silence told me everything. I felt sick. My chest hurt so badly I thought I was having a heart attack. These were the two people I trusted most, and both of them destroyed me at the same time. Marcus cried, walking toward me. I shoved him hard against the wall. "You were my brother."
I'm sorry.
"You're dead to me." Claire kept crying, but I couldn't even look at her anymore because the women I loved didn't exist anymore. That night I left the house. I drove around 4 hours, no music, no destination, just pain. Claire called me 37 times. Marcus texted me paragraphs apologizing. I ignored everything. A week later, I filed for divorce. And Marcus? I never spoke to him again. But here's the craziest part. 3 months later, Marcus tried contacting me again, not to apologize, but to tell me Claire cheated on him too. Apparently, the same woman they betrayed me for ended up betraying both of them. Funny how karma works. Sometimes people ask if I hate them. Honestly, no, because losing them taught me something important. The people who betray you are not losses, and sometimes the worst heartbreak of your life leads you to peace you never thought possible. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe for more real-life dram and emotional stories. And remember, be careful who you trust. Sometimes the people closest to you can hurt you the most.